Again, just a little hiccup. I did be bottling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. And then my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like I'm carrying a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm airing the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's...
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. And we just heard it. And that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Now Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. That's taken in by Henderson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down. On the ground, it's Akers. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st down Rams.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up. It's good. And the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7. Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Flush to his right. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards on the play.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Extra point.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
To kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's third down.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. 10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Man open left side is Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Chris Carson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
At the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now 4th down and 1.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Quick slant to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Carson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Kaepernick. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick again. Right side complete. That's Woods. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Will Disley, incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson, he'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
At the Rams' 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete.
Tannehill
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Rams 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Brought down at the 35.
A gain of 3, second down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Carson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on third down, Tannehill, 2 yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run on first down with Akers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Rams.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 27, Seahawks 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Tannehill. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Shit. Play. Kill. Check. There you go, Tiger.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
24 is the mark. Hit. Kill.
Here's Carson. Carson, the 1st down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the deep.
Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th.
For the extra point.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, they'll likely put an end to this thing. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
91. Check 52. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Third down.
Now Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Past the 20.
Showtime.
He will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working, and I think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans.